How's it going, guys? Welcome to Hollyscoop's Just Sayin. I'm Madison Hill.
And I'm Courtney Revolution.
Today is a big day because we are talking about beauty pageants. Actually, now they're going to be called beauty competitions.
Oh, no.
Yes, you guys know where I'm going with this. We are talking about all the changes coming to Miss America because there are a lot. First and foremost, they're going to change the name. It's no longer going to be the Miss America pageant. It's going to be the Miss America competition.
It's not a triathlon.
I know. I was like, I knew you had some thoughts about this because as soon as I told you the topic, you were like, what is happening?
Like,
yeah.
Excuse me?
No, number one, I think, let's just break it down change by change. First, name. The word competition, I feel like, is way worse than pageant. It's literally pitting women against one another, which is what it's not trying to do.
Yeah, it comes off like very aggressive. I love the word pageant because it's very soft, it's very darling.
Right.
You know, get your sash on, get your flowers. Competition, I'm imagining like a 4-mile like sprint up a mountain. Maybe you're like biking down a hill. You know what I mean? I don't know. It sounds very rough and tough and gritty and not really so beautiful and glamorous.
No,
as, pageants past.
I completely agree, especially because all of these changes are coming off the heels of the Me Too movement, the Time's Up movement. That's what the directors are saying, why they're changing it. And I'm like, those movements are about women empowerment, and when I hear the word competition, I don't think about empowering one another. I think about like, how am I gonna take this girl down?
Yeah.
So I can be the one who ends up with the crown and not
the sash,
you.
girl.
Exactly. I don't think about like, oh, competition, I'm gonna empower you.
You're gonna
so we
shake
can
hands
both
and
win.
just like.
No, competition's like, I'm gonna go torch this girl's outfit so I can be the one to win.
Hide the gown in the cabinet, girl.
Exactly. Well, you should, because they're even revamping the evening gown part of the evening.
Annoying.
To be more of an interview process with the contestants and the judges, so that way they can speak more on their social platforms and what they're doing, which I think is great.
Yes.
I think is great because let's be honest, in the interview portion, we've got some really dumb answers and
we've
some
gotten
really
some of the
dumb
best
questions.
answers. The best ones, girl. Them viral
That's true.
clips, girl.
But now you don't have to wear an evening gown. You can wear something that's more, you know, based on your charity, what you feel comfortable in. I don't know. I don't really love this about it, if I'm being honest.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
I love a gown.
Yeah.
I would love to see some gowns. I feel like there's something traditional about, you know, the whole pageantry circuit. And I feel like sort of like making it less about the beauty and only solely about the intelligence, it makes it unbalanced.
Right, and it's saying a woman can't be intelligent, beautiful, dressed up. She can't be all three of those. Oh no, she can only be smart and only can focus on this. You guys know where we're going with this conversation. They have also decided to eliminate the swimsuit portion of the competition. So no longer will you see them, you know, strutting their stuff in swimsuits. I have mixed feels about this one. I think this is the biggest change that people are struggling with. Yes, people are upset with the name change and the evening gown revamp.
But the swimsuit
is like swimsuit elimination is like what has people talking. And we were doing some research on what pageant contestants, how they feel about this, and they're super upset.
As they should be.
They think it is actually them eliminating this part of the competition is more of a slap in the face than walking across the stage and being judged on their bodies.
For me
I know what they were not trying to do, but
for me personally, I think that this just sort of puts less of a spotlight on a well-rounded female. I feel like I want my Miss America to be well-rounded. I want her to be intelligent, I want her to be snatched, and I want her to stand for something.
No, I
you know what I
completely
mean?
agree.
It's not okay to just be mindless and beautiful, but it's also not as interesting to just be smart. Why can't you be both?
Well, and I think they're putting way too much weight on the swimsuit competition.
Yeah.
I think it's saying like, oh, you know, we just look at her body and that's what we judge on. Yes, she is judged on her body. That is true. But think about how hard that girl worked
the athleticism
to look like that. It's about athleticism.
Yeah.
You think she just woke up and got up and got a six-pack, or even, not all of them even have six-packs. Some of them have very realistic bodies. It's just about proving that a healthy lifestyle is important. They worked for this competition. They're athletes. I mean, they have to spend major hours in the gym training and eating correctly and doing all of those things that also, I'm gonna be honest, it takes a lot of brain power for me to be healthy.
Listen.
And count my
it takes a lot of brain power to roll out the bed, let alone run up Runyon Canyon 6, 7, 8 miles a day.
So I think they're kind of they're looking at it in a bad way. Again, I feel like we talk about this all the time. things naturally aren't bad. It's when society puts their spin on things, makes it sick. So like the swimsuit competition was meant to be something that showed off athleticism, showed that, you know, these contestants are well-rounded women. They're smart, they stand for something, and they're beautiful. And then they took it and they
spun it into something that was more so about vanity and how people are gonna view them, how they're gonna tear each other down, when it doesn't have to be that way. It's only when you make it that way that it could potentially be viewed as.
No, for sure, and I understand with these movements right now with Me Too and Time's Up, they're incredibly important. I'm not gonna sit here and say they're not. Obviously, I wanna be paid the same as a man. I want the same opportunities. I think all women want that. However, I feel like Miss America pageant is kind of being a little trendy by making these changes. And I know I'm probably gonna get a little hate for that down there in the comments, but it's true. Would they be making these changes if #MeToo wasn't trending on Twitter daily and the Time's Up movement wasn't happening? They wouldn't.
No.
It's been going on for years. It's a tradition. It's something that families tune into to watch together. And I just feel like they're only making these changes because of societal pressures, and that's not why you make a change.
Let me say this. Tradition is great. Change is revolutionary. But why not empower women by having the show be an all-female show? Why not have all the judges be female, the crew? Why not have all of that be female-run and female-powered? Why not? If you did that, then maybe it would stand for something. That alone is a statement for me. Instead of tearing it down and changing, making so many different changes, why not just make that one crucial change?
No, you're exactly right. Change is obviously necessary. You're correct. And I think that would be a way to stand up with the movement, but also be like, we support why we were started. We support the original, you know, whole thing behind Miss America. I don't know. I just think I'm just not really on board with it. I'm sorry, I'm not. I think I'm standing with the pageant people on this one, and I clearly am not even close to being a pageant girl myself, but I've got to say I stand with them on being upset about it. All right, you guys, let us know what you think about all of these changes happening to Miss America. What do you think about them changing the name from pageant to competition, revamping the evening gown portion, and most importantly, them eliminating the swimsuit part? You know how we feel. We want to know how you feel. Talk it out down there in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and you guys, we'll see you here next time on Hollyscoop's Just Sayin. Bye, guys.